would have heard of generative AI, ChatGPT, the different 100 million users it's got in a very short time, and what it can do in terms of text, video, image, and software, etc. Especially the new emerging versions. Now, welcome to ET Careers GenNext, where we talk about and decode careers of today and tomorrow. And today we're going to talk about use cases, very practical use cases, which this kind of tool can have for teachers. Now, in the field of education, there's a lot of debate going on around tools, generative AI tools like this, and teachers are asking questions about, what is impact this could have on students, how it could really shape their critical thinking or not, writing skills, what could be the impact of tools like this, people using these for turning in assignments, how could they really understand what's the right one, what's the fake one, etc. Well, while these answers evolve further, some teachers, on the other hand, are also trying to understand these technologies, use it themselves to save their own time, and also kind of help guide students, when they need to start understanding and using this. So we are talking about that aspect. Can teachers also start getting some help and making some productive use of their time using tools like this as assistants? Some of these practical areas which we tested and you want to talk about in the video today are as follows. The first one is, for example, lesson plans. Now, as teachers, we have to prepare the lessons which we want to teach our students, and that takes a lot of time. We have to plan, details in terms of assignments, notes, examples, etc. Now, we tested this. We asked the tool to really give us a lesson plan for Nigerian author Chinua Achebe's Things Fall Apart, and see what it came up with, right? So it talked about assignments, a day-by-day kind of plan, things which you could do in class, activities, etc. Now, it may not be the final one which you do, but it does help save some time in terms of preparation, and then teachers who are very qualified and who probably know the subject really well can take this and improve further and add more of their elements to this. The second one is about simplifying concepts. Now, again, this is something which takes time. Simplifying concepts, especially for younger classes, it takes time. It requires teachers to think and come up with examples, storytelling approaches, etc. And what if you could get some help? So we asked the tool to simplify the idea of gravity to a young kid, maybe a 4th grader. And this is what it came up with, right? The idea of planets coming close to each other and things being pulled towards each other. Simple way to probably explain gravity using metaphors and using other common examples. Now, third, sometimes teachers have to spend a lot of time in communication. Beyond the classroom, this is communication to parents about different activities that students might be involved in. So we took one such example. What if you have to take permission for a particular class excursion and you have to write a note to the parents, right? What if this kind of tool could actually help save the time, because it does help save time in terms of writing these notes, and then you can improve and you can further improvise on it. So again, look at the results which you found with this particular task. Fourth, and this I would say use with a note of caution, but can there also be a case, as more and more generative AI tools come in, can there also be a case where you could get some help in terms of looking at correction, paper correction, what are the common mistakes and what could be ways to improve further, kind of having that kind of customized feedback for the students. Could it help you personalize that feedback which you could give the students? Again, like I mentioned, this part especially is critical because it impacts the students' learning development. So this would be probably very critical to do it step by step and not really depend too much on technology, because accuracy issues are cropping up and it could have a huge impact if students get the wrong information or the wrong guidance at the stage. Not just that, the emerging development in generative AI with natural language processing could also probably help learners who may not be learners in that language, or who might have some learning language difficulties, with the kind of NLP background it has and the model it has been trained on, it could also help simplify some concepts for them. So this would evolve over time and we would understand what really it does in terms of some of these language learning difficulty areas and students who go through that. Last but not the least, with the new multimodal models coming up, right, with the newer versions of GPT-4, etc., having multimodal capabilities, will also help you kind of come up with learning aids, which need not be text material, but which could be, for example, say a video which you want to show in class. Could it also help you in that, maybe in the script or maybe in the initial formation of it, the structure of it? Again, we tested this and look at the answers the tool came up with. So these were a few very practical examples we wanted to show you And we really feel that the tool needs to be handled with care. All kind of generative AI tools need to be handled with caution and with accuracy, and teachers are in the best position to understand that. But if they start doing this and they start getting on top of these tools, then they can guide students better, and they can then probably, hopefully, be on the right side of this new development as and when students need guidance on what to do and what not to do with generative AI technologies. Thank you so much for watching. We'll come back soon with the next edition of ET Careers GenNext.